and welcome to another brand new episode of This Week in Disney History. I am your host, Milo Beasley. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, we're talking about This Week in Disney History. It is December now, so we're full swing into Christmas. So I think we have a couple of Christmas things. Yeah, we have a couple of good Christmas things for you. When this week in Disney history. So we're going to kick things off December 6th, 1984. Robin Hood becomes the very first Walt Disney classic movie to be available on the VHS. Now we got the DVD and the Blu-ray and the Ultra 4K and now the digital and the Disney. Anyway, moving on, December 6th, 2006, this week, Arnold Schwarzenegger inducts Walt Disney into the California Hall of Fame. You know, like, what is that, 51 years after, bringing Disneyland to California? Sure, we'll induct you now. I know where I was December 6, 2012. New Fantasyland opened at the Magic Kingdom at the Walt Disney World Resort. I was there along with 90,000 of my closest friends. Can't do that now. And then also on December 6, 2012, the same day, Test Track reopens at Epcots with a new sponsor. This time Chevrolet is now the sponsor, and you could go and make fake Chevys and then fake drive them. I like the old Test Track, like with the crash test dummies and breaking through walls, and here's the analog brakes and stuff, but I knew it was good, I guess. Moving on, one of the most infamous days in American history, December 7th, 1941. I know a lot of you may know that Walt Disney was very patriotic, but this day, December 7th, 1941, hit Walt Disney very hard. Not only that, within hours after the Pearl Harbor bombing, the Army moved troops into the Burbank lot of Walt Disney Studios. So within hours, there were troops that were there to protect a nearby Lockheed factory. So from jump, there were Army troops during World War II in Walt Disney's life, like right then. So maybe that was one reason why he was actually so involved, was because he actually felt, not that he didn't just feel close, he was close to the action. Also on this date, December 7th, 1986, the Disney Channel announces it is going to broadcast 24 hours a day now. Woo! It had broadcast, I think it was 18 hours. I think, you get those 18 hours, and then like when you get like to like 10 o'clock or beep, all the way to like 6 a.m. So it no longer does the beep with the color anymore. And then also on this date, December 7th, 1997, was the first of, there were a couple, maybe 2, 3, 4-ish Toad Inns. I'll repeat that again. Toad Inns, where fans of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride protested and wore matching shirts at Magic Kingdom, trying to keep Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. It didn't. Like my favorite. Look at this thing. Like my favorite thing is this person wearing the NWO New Wart Order shirt. Yeah, throw it up. Wolfpack in the house. Warpack in the house. Surprised that wasn't Andre. Moving on to December 8th. If you guys know, you know Andre. Moving on to December 8th, 1995. I have to mention this. Touchstone Pictures, my wife's favorite movie, Father of the Bride 2, came out on this day. So that's, it's Obligatory. I gotta talk about the favorite movie, right? And then also on this date, 1997, December 8th, 1997, Disney announced the launching of Toon Disney, a new channel coming out. Unfortunately, it is no longer. I mean, it didn't really last that long to begin with, but you guys remember Toon Disney at all? I very, very, very vaguely remember it, probably because I was in high school at the time and moved on from cartoon life, but now I'm like love cartoons. So it's really weird. Like you get that anyway. No time period. Moving on, where are we at? December 9th, 1985. Pixar becomes incorporated in the state of California. Woo, Pixar! 1993, December 9th, 1993. Let's see if I can get this right on the first time. Disneyland Paris's Indiana Jones at El Temple de Perro. No, not Perro. That's Spanish for cat. Peril. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril, which is the scariest ride I have ever been on. And like you legit feel like this is the last ride you will ever ride. You're gonna tip over. It's gonna fall apart. You're gonna get to the top. There's a loop. You're just like in this mine cart. If you get a chance and you want to tempt death, ride Indiana Jones over in Disneyland Paris. It is beyond scary. And then I'm gonna edit that part out where I screw up the name like 100 times. Also on this date, December 9th, 1994, the opening day for Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe at the Magic Kingdom. So this was actually before my time. So this is 1994. The restaurant had been there before, but previously was known as the Tomorrowland Terrace. I've always known the Tomorrowland Terrace as that restaurant that's never open on the way to Tomorrowland. I did not know until I was doing this that Tomorrowland Terrace was actually the restaurant. And then in 1994, Cosmic Rays took over when Sonny Eclipse decided he needed a place to play. So good for Sonny Eclipse, I suppose. December 10th, speaking of name changes, December 10th, 1993, Living with the Land opens up, which was actually formerly Listen to the Land. And there was like a song, Listen to the Land. I don't know it. My friend Guy Hutchinson loves that song and makes people sing it when they don't know the words. Moving on, December 10th, still, 1999, the Walt Disney Company and the Hong Kong government officially signed the papers to launch a Disney park in the Hong Kong. Still haven't been there yet. They just reopened with their brand new castle. Of course, they just reclosed, but I really can't wait to eventually get there and see that beautiful, beautiful brand new castle. Then also on this date, December 10th, 1993, or no, I'm sorry, not 1993. That didn't make sense. 2003, how about 10 years later, 2003, Mission Space, nope, does not open. You thought I was going to say opens. No, they actually installed motion sickness bags on the ride. So apparently people get sick when they're spinning around in circles. Not me, I'm a big boy. December 11th. Hey man, you only got 2 more days of this week to listen to these horrible, horrible jokes. December 11th, 1992. The very first Muppets movie distributed by Disney and the very first Muppets movie post Jim Henson, Muppets Christmas Carol, gets released. Very mixed bag. Some people hate it. Some people love it. So what about you guys? I'm not a huge fan of the Christmas. There's been so many bad takes on it. I like the Muppets version just because there's so many, I think, other bad takes. So I don't know. I do like the Disney one though, with Goofy as Jacob Marley and the shackles. And of course Scrooge McDuck. And then also on this date, I'm going off on a tangent. Still on December 11th, right? 2009, Princess and the Frog is released. One of the very best Disney movies, animated movies. One of the best princesses for role models, Tiana. Absolutely fantastic. If you haven't watched Princess and the Frog by now, what are you waiting for? It's on the Disney Plus. And then finally, here we are, December 12th, the last day of this week. 2 good ones in the Wayback Machine. Wayback Machine. Wayback Machine. That was my Wayback Machine sound effect. It wasn't me. The first one, very, very cool. December 12th, 1927. There's an Oswald short called Empty Socks. I almost said Empty Shorts. That would be an entirely different movie. Empty Socks premieres. Now, Empty Socks, it wasn't the first, it's not the 10th, it wasn't the last of the Disney Oswald shorts, but it was the first Christmas theme movie cartoon by Walt Disney. And then, so that would mean, yeah, if you look at the picture, Oswald has a Christmas overlay. So when Oswald meets again, if we can get him in this outfit, I'm game. And then finally this week, December 12th, 1937, months before the premiere of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs are actually featured in a Disney comic strip, the Sunday, the famous Disney Sunday comic strip. So again, months before the premiere of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So when we're talking about those characters' birthdays, like everybody on the social medias likes to put out pictures, hey, happy birthday to blah blah blah. What date are you putting out? I'm gonna go ahead and say December 12th, 1937. Happy birthday to Snow White, the Dwarfs. I think Prince Charming was in the thing. I have the picture right there. Tell me who's in this thing. I should have done better research. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and close it up this week. Thank you for hanging out with me. Again, I ask you, as always, subscribe, follow, like, share to share. But yes, and thank you for watching. Again, I enjoy doing this every week and would enjoy more people listening to my horrible dad jokes, but it's okay because I'm a dad now, so I get to tell dad jokes. So again, thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next week for This Week in Disney History.